Dreamscaper is a game that I had not heard of until it was dropped into my lap, and boy, is that a disservice to this game. I can't find the entire history on it, but the project made its debut at DreamHack Dallas back in June 2019, earning itself 2 rewards, Best Action Adventure and Game Pitch Championships finalist. Then popped up onto Kickstarter, reaching funding in less than a week, and from what I've seen from the game thus far, it's earned it in spades. Dreamscaper starts with a rather cliched genre list: indie, roguelike, action RPG, hack and slash. This gives it some pretty big shoes to fill, so they made them a little bigger by adding a compelling narrative and an emotional drive to it. With this, they have created one of the cooler concepts that I've seen, mixing many fresh elements into the game. So let's dive into it. You play as Cassidy, a young woman trapped with the curse of depressed lucid dreaming. In a world where every action you take haunts your dreams, Dreamscaper uses that as inspiration to drive its unique mechanic of the dual state world. When you're awake, you can travel around your small town, communicate with strangers and make them friends, and use that to unravel the story of Cassidy's daily life. Conversations are sprinkled in here and there, with more bits given when giving the correct gifts, a key way to progress the combat side. When you return home and rest, you re-enter your subconscious of twisted dreams, which are directly affected by what you did during the day. The preview is a small slice of what the full game will offer, which is exciting because it's already got me hooked. Killing and breaking things in your dreams will earn you materials to craft gifts within the real world, and giving gifts progresses your relationships, earning you new unlockable lootables in your dreams. Those lootables range from slight upgrades to new weapon types to completely new lucid powers, the game's form of magic. It is a dream after all, so why settle between the confines of reality? This branches into its combat mechanics. There's a huge selection of weapons right out the gate, and there's even more to earn and unlock. And we're dreaming, so practicality has no limits. With both serious and fun weapon options, we've got options ranging from a katana, broadsword, daggers, and a longbow, to fantastical options like a yo-yo, super karate, or finger guns. Every weapon you pick up gives you a fresh feeling, both with inputs and the wonderfully animated hits. I haven't had the success of looting many of the magic options, but the game is boundless there too. Things like freezing the map with a cold snap, turning yourself into a bomb, or throwing lines of flames are a few of the options I've seen. Besides weapons, there's also the dodge roll, which can be upgraded, your shield, which can be given new attributes, and like any good roguelike, a large variety of keepsakes to pick up and augment yourself with. There will be 6 unique dreamscapes to explore in the full game, the preview giving 2. The dreamscapes painting both a landscape and a fear. The first world, the one in this video, being a small town and fear. The second one being a fresh city and isolation, each level bringing a few more unlockables with it. All of the combat is incredibly fluid, and so far I've yet to run into any combat I haven't enjoyed. The final bit of combat yet to mention is boss fights. I won't go into much detail on these, as it is limited to 1 boss fight so far, but this game, much like the games that it pulls inspiration from, has great dynamic boss fights that really pump up the combat. Beyond combat, there are a few additional areas in the game currently, things like loot zones, a shop, and health zones to heal up if you're lucky. There's also a nice break from combat occasionally with map puzzles. They aren't overly complex, acting as a quick brain challenge to freshen up. As a last section, aesthetics, visual and audio. You've seen a bit here so far in the background, so you can make your own judgments, but here's my take. Dreamscaper has AAA talent behind it, having left that scene to drive for their passion project based on their childhood favorites and more emotional narrative push. The artist in particular has been working in Unreal for years under big-name games, and I feel the graphics stand testament to that. Visually, the game has a painterly style, which is absolutely beautiful in my opinion. It's such an impressive art style that just blends in perfectly with the dreams idea and the technical ends of lighting and shading. The graphics scale wonderfully from 720p to 1440p, which is going to give it quite some favors on its Switch release this summer. Everything you need to see is vibrant, and I've never had an issue identifying gameplay elements from the background. Enemies are visually interesting, the environments are very rich and nice to look at, they have tons of little detail, and everything is crisp and looks like it belongs. Overall wonderful direction. Sound design and audio follow similarly, with a great dynamic soundtrack that really picks up with combat and settles down with puzzles. Definitely a music on kind of game. Combat audio is distinct, impactful, and not lost in the mud as well. Combat actions have crisp reactions in audio, helping sell your impacts and really driving home your lucid abilities. Overall, a super solid experience with wonderful, heartfelt story, backed with fantastical, fresh combat that feels like Binding of Isaac made a baby with Bastion, bringing a refreshing feeling to the roguelike genre that I haven't seen in years. Maybe I just haven't played them, but damn, this game has me hooked. It's definitely worth giving a try yourself, which is the best part. As of right now, you can check out the same preview that I've sunk my time into for free on Steam, link in the description. If you enjoy either my take on the game or enjoy your experience in the preview, don't forget to throw it up on your wish list as well. The game will be coming out sometime summer 2020 on both Steam and Nintendo Switch, if those are your platforms of choice. If you want to share your own thoughts on the game, feel free to use the comment section below. It's the best use for it. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.